everyday conversations, social interactions of all types, problem solving, teamwork relationships, all of these aspects of our daily lives were molded as young children. During play, children are more likely to feel comfortable and confident. There are no expectations of structure, order, or the right answer. Recess is simply a time that children can let loose and just be a kid. But did you know that during those just be a kid times, we actually taught ourselves and developed ways of communicating with peers, made friends that we sat next to at lunch or invited for weekend sleepovers, and during play, children have the opportunity to let loose and unwind or reset their brain, if you will. During play, we ran into problems, disagreements, or obstacles that we found ways to solve. We built problem-solving skills when we made up games with our own rules. We found a sense of independence and cohesively existed alongside other individuals. We built relationships with people that we would know for a lifetime. Recess isn't just about a break from the classroom. It's a developmental time that children are allowed to do in their own manner. As an educator, raised by an educator, my family, my experience, and my research has taught me just how important it is to allow children to play in their own way on a regular basis. I want to persuade you to value playtime as more than just a break from routine. Children need to play. According to Dr. John Rady, exercise optimizes brain function in 3 different ways. It makes the learner ready to learn, it creates a microenvironment in our brain and enriches that environment, and it promotes the growth of new brain cells. When we move, we turn on the executive function system in our brain, which is located in the prefrontal cortex. Our executive function system controls our ability to plan, organize, evaluate consequences, maintain focus, and regulate emotions. It also helps our working memory. Early obesity impacts IQ because it impairs cognitive functions. Hormones that are secreted from the fat have a damaging effect of cerebral cells, and that results in decreased brain function. Studies show breaks are proven to increase success. An article by Ray Pica states that research dating back to the 1800s shows that people learn better and faster when their efforts are distributed rather than concentrated. Work that includes breaks and downtime proves more effective than working on long stretches because young children don't tend to process information as effectively. This is due to nervous system immaturity and their lack of experience. They benefit most by taking many breaks. Less minutes at recess is commonly used as a consequence to negative behavior. What we're really doing is hindering the child's ability to de-stress and refocus. According to Ray Pica's article, Why Kids Need Recess, she says that stress has a negative impact on learning and on health. Unstructured play gives children an opportunity to break up their day and engage in loud and messy behavior that would be considered unacceptable indoors. Recess also gives children a chance to take control of their own world and make their own connections. Physical activity is brain food. A majority of the brain is activated during physical activity. Ray Pica says movement increases the capacity of blood vessels in the brain. This ignites the delivery of oxygen, water, and glucose. Brain food. There are an immense amount of studies that show students that are physically active strengthen their academic performance, make higher test scores, and have a more positive attitude about education as a whole. So, how can we make recess helpful for students? The time. Students should have at least 20 minutes every single day of unstructured play. Recess should absolutely not be taken away as a consequence. Maybe that child needs to wiggle to be able to settle down. The playground should have designated places for games. There needs to be enough equipment for all children to play actively and safely. Rules need to be positive and simply stated. Instead of saying no fighting, no pushing, no tackling, try, we have safe hands at recess. That will encourage the students to keep their hands down and be safe. Negative behavior should be discussed and logical consequences given. If a student shoves another, the culprit should apologize and students can return to play. Rules need to be followed consistently throughout all staff. Student-led play. Students should be allowed to lead their own play. Children are more likely to attempt problem solving and social leaps when left to make their own decisions at their own time and at their own speed. In conclusion, children should be allowed to have their free time, a chance for them to decide how to let loose and unwind. Let's face it, as adults, we all need time during our day to step back from work and take a break. We're adults. Can you imagine a young child work for 6 or more hours every day without a break? Let's take action and create a play-friendly environment and give children the chance to grow and develop in ways of their own choosing. Thank you.